Savings Bank has been investing in the communities in which we work and live since 1852. Supporting our neighbors through corporate funding, grant-making, volunteerism, and creative community partnerships is one of our core values. Bangor Savings Bank, where you matter more.
Main Street Grocery. With great weekly deals and great customer service, they've got you with all your shopping needs. Main Street Grocery. Dead River Company does it all, providing 24-hour services and equipment installations, delivering on a promise. When you team with Hammond Lumber for a project, they're there for you. With 22 locations and over 900 employees, Hammond Lumber is here for what you want, where you want it, and when you need it. Hager Enterprises, a paving and excavation contractor specializing in all sorts of site work, utility installations, and road construction since 1987. With thousands of selected products, Coastal Locker Room is your one-stop shop for promotional products and business gifts. Coastal Locker Room. They are the heating, cooling, plumbing, and generating problem-solving pros. Mid-Coast Energy Systems.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, to LCTV's broadcast of the Lincoln Academy Varsity Eagles lacrosse game against Erskine Academy. It's a fine afternoon for lacrosse today, and we're looking forward to see both teams compete. There's a lot of playoff implications today for these two teams. Lincoln Academy is coming into the game with a 5-5 record. Had a great win just up against, where was I here? Against Brewer last week, and looking forward to repeat that win. Erskine Academy is coming in with a 6-4 record. They're number 5 right now in the standings, with Lincoln Academy being number 7 in the standings. It's likely we'll see these two teams again in the playoffs. If you're familiar with the lacrosse playoff rules here, about the top 10 teams play into the playoffs, and we're looking forward to seeing the Lincoln Academy Eagles again this year in the playoff tournament. If you're unfamiliar with lacrosse, lacrosse is a team sport played in the spring. Obviously, here we are. It is played all over the country, all over the world as well. And we've had a program here for quite a while at Lincoln Academy. In fact, one of the early teams in Maine. The sport's grown tremendously as more teams come on board. As we get more turf fields in the various different schools out here, it makes a big difference as well. Being a spring sport, it's very difficult to be on wet grass fields when you're playing a sport like this. So we'll be playing 4 quarters today with a halftime. Each quarter is 12 minutes with a quick break in between. Between quarters, the teams will change ends of the field. The game will start with 10 players on each side of the field. Very similar if you're familiar to a soccer game where there's typically 3 forwards, 3 midfielders, 3 defensemen, and a goalie. There are similar offsides rules, and as well as like hockey, lacrosse will have a man down situation. There are penalties, so you'll see at some point during the game the referee may take a player off the field and put them in the box. They'll be in the box for upwards of maybe 1, 2, or 3 minutes, depending upon the severity of the infraction, and that brings the team to a man up or a man down situation if the penalty is on your team. And so what we might be seeing is things like 5-on-6s and various different things like that. Well, there's the horn. We're getting ready for the teams to take the field today. Again, best of luck to both Lincoln Academy Eagles and the Erskine Academy Eagles. There'll be two officials on the field today. I don't actually have their names, but we'll make sure we get that info at some point here. And here we go. They're going to start by lining up at midfield. The 2 referees will provide some instructions to the team, just making sure everyone is properly equipped. Lacrosse players need to have mouth guards and other various equipment depending upon where they are on the field. Sticks, gloves, elbow pads, chest protectors, shoulder pads, and of course helmets along the way. Couple of players to watch on the Lincoln Academy side today. We have a strong goalie in net. Sean, and he's number. Let me find his number here. I think he's 12. Sean Cushing, number 17, excuse me. In front of Sean are a couple of great defensemen that have been really working hard this year. We've got up on what we call an LSM, I'll explain that in a little bit, is Adam St. Clair, as well as keep an eye on kind of a new guy this year, let's find Drew Hunt, number 18. And again, so Drew is 18, and we have Adam as number 20. So one of the things, the rule here in lacrosse, you'll see that the players are playing with different length sticks. You're allowed 4 of those long poles on the field at any one time. What you'll also see here is you'll see players subbing on and off. So you'll see a couple of long poles during the face-off. Here we go. It's face-off. It's a good win by Erskine, going up to 25 there. Moving up the field. Okay, so he's going to try to get it in the box here. He needs to step into that yellow box and step out. That means that they've taken a possession. And what Erskine is trying to do here is they're trying to move their men around on the inside, looking for a quick pass inside, or potentially opening up a lane to take a shot. You can play behind the net, as you see here in lacrosse. So fine defense there. You want to push him low. You can tap the stick. You can, as long as you're hitting the hands and the stick, that's perfectly legal. What you cannot do is hit someone's body with the stick. Right? Erskine seems to be moving the ball around pretty patiently here, looking for that opportunity. As you can see, he's looking inside. There's a drop. Ball's up top again. Looks like he's going to make a run for it. There's good defense by. Oh, and there's a shot and goal by number 18 on Erskine, going up 1-0. So what happened there, I believe, is the man that was covering the up top guy kind of missed that opportunity to pick him up. And typically in lacrosse, you're playing man-to-man defense. And what we're looking for is him to be able to slow that player down enough and bring him to help. What we mean by help is another defender coming in and helping out the player who lost his man. I think in that case, Lincoln wasn't able to slide quick enough to be able to pick up that player. So another face-off win by Erskine. The midfield, again, bringing it down the field is number 18, who scored that last goal. Again, he's going to drive to the inside here, looking for an upside pass. It goes errant. Ball will go out of bounds here. This will be an opportunity for Lincoln. What Lincoln needs to do at this point is pick up the ball, and they'll be clearing it down the field. They have about 30 seconds to get it across midfield and into the box. Again, play stops when the ball goes out of bounds. Whistle blows, back inside. Oh, that's a great play there by, I guess it's number 25 on Erskine to pick off that pass. Again, not really allowing Lincoln the opportunity to bring the ball back downfield again. So they're back on defense again. Again, you can see Erskine is subbing out here, getting their appropriate personnel in for what they're trying to accomplish. Pulling long poles off and putting the short poles on. Again, Erskine working the ball from the outside. There's a good slide quick by nice defense there by Lincoln. Again, picking up that man as he's coming across. Again, very patient here by Erskine, just moving the ball slowly around, looking for the right opportunity. Again, you see him pushing down behind there. Again, good defense by Lincoln, not providing the opportunities. Again, pass swings back up top of here, number 25, again, alongside. Another opportunity here, try to dodge. Good defense again by Lincoln, pushing low. Exactly what we're looking for. What we don't want to see is that guy roll to the top side, right? This is a dangerous situation up here. All right, Lincoln needs to press out a bit more. There we go. Now we need a quick slide by Lincoln here. Again, there's that pickup, and that's that shot inside. That's just what I was explaining in that first goal, where we had one man beat, and unfortunately the help for the defense wasn't there to be able to pick up that and provided him that extra 2 or 3 steps to get closer inside and make a high-quality shot. It's exactly what Erskine would be looking for, again, to try to beat that first defender and either get a shot off or find another person to make that pass to. Lincoln Academy is coached by Tom Farrell. I think it's his 5th year, I believe, in the program. Could be longer. I was previously coach as well, and it's been a wonderful time handing the reins over to Tom. Tom had a son that played for Lincoln for 4 years as well, and he's still here, even though his son's moved on. He's up at Mass Maritime playing. We have several players that are playing at the collegiate level from Lincoln as well, which is it's really good to see them carrying on that lacrosse tradition as they exit high school and move on into their college or adult careers. See, at this point, Tom is telling his team to just focus. A couple quick goals isn't a huge deficit in lacrosse. Typically, you're seeing scores in the 10, 12 to 9, 15, 16, so relatively high-scoring game. We just need to be able to possess the ball down in the offensive half of the field for Lincoln to be able to, get those scoring opportunities. So right now, it's been all Erskine. It's really been one-sided for this first quarter, with Lincoln really not having any offensive opportunities as of now. Let's watch this face-off here. Again, the two guys in the center of the field, kind of almost like a wrestling match, are going head-to-head. That ball is placed right in the midfield line. The whistle blows. And what they're trying to do is wrestle each other to get that ball out. Again, another great win by 18. What he was able to do is clamp the ball and flick it down behind him. So he kind of took control and put the ball where he wanted to. Erskine gets the touch inside the box, so they've successfully set up their offense here with a feed inside. And a good ground ball here. Come on, Lincoln. There we go. Nice pickup. Nice pickup. All right. Going back to the goalie, Sean. Sean's looking upfield for another opportunity. The midfield is number 20. Right. All right. Now Lincoln's got the opportunity coming down the line here. All right, so Lincoln at this point, as I talked about, is subbing in. You're hearing the term yellow, which means they're trying to slow the offense down, let everybody know that they're making substitutions. You can see them coming in off the field here. Lincoln working the ball back up top again. On the offensive side of the field, number 12 is Nathan. Nate is one of the leaders on offense and the captain. There's Nate driving inside, making a high-quality shot. Oh, it's a good save by the goalie there. And it was a good quality shot. We're looking to get inside just like that. Now what Lincoln is trying to do is ride, which means they're trying to lock off the ability for Erskine to move the ball downfield here. There's a pass right to the middle of the field. Should have been tighter on that for Lincoln because cross field. Again, looking for that quick opportunity. If he doesn't see that quick opportunity, he's going to try to pull out. Great check there by Lincoln. And another ground ball picked up by Erskine. And good save there by Sean. Nice job there. Another great ground ball in front. But Lincoln really needs to be holding onto the ball here. They're really giving Erskine a lot of opportunities, second chances on the offensive half of the field. When there's a ground ball, ideally what we're looking to do is pick it up and take possession of it, not necessarily let it go to the end of the field. Again, another quick dodge and a slow slide, unfortunately, from Lincoln. And there's another goal off for the Erskine team. Again, that's inside defense is a hard thing to cover in lacrosse. It's a lot of footwork and a lot of team communication, and when that communication breaks down, you'll see some of the situations we're seeing here where there's really good scoring opportunities, and Sean really had no opportunity on that. Really, you should be scoring every time when you're in that close onto the field. All right, what we're looking for here again is for Lincoln to take control of the possession on the offense. We've really given Erskine all the chances because of the face-off opportunities here. Once again, there's a win of face-offs. This, I think, is all of them. Again, Lincoln is trying to slow him down and try to get him from crossing midfield. There's a good check. There's Erskine making that approach into the box, looking for the quick pass inside. And good defense by Lincoln. Lincoln has come up with this ball here. No second chances today. Okay, so roll back to Sean. Sean's got 4 seconds in the crease, and that's that circle around him before he has to throw it out or get out of the crease. He finds one of his defensemen on the side there. One more pass upfield, looks like into traffic. It's a really risky pass when they're throwing over to the box there and into people. Lincoln's is urgent here. They need to get that touch inside the box in order to maintain possession. There it is, good. Now again, Lincoln's going to take its time here. Well, ball's with William Skiff. Will had an older brother that played here for Lincoln as well. Again, just being patient, looking for the opportunities, waiting for the Lincoln defense to come alive, the Lincoln offense to come alive here. Feed down low to Keegan. Keegan's getting checked pretty good there. What he's looking for is a good opportunity to move that ball around. Lincoln needs to be cutting inside to the crease here and being really quick. There's a cut to the inside. They need to keep doing that. They need to keep moving the ball and keep moving people inside. There's a good opportunity for a quick shot. Oh, another nice save by Erskine goalie, number 15. Again, what Lincoln wants to do here is lock off on every player. And unfortunately, they found that they missed the guy in the center there, and we need to get on him. He's coming right down. Again, this is what we call a fast break situation where there's more offensive players than there are defensive players. So generally going back into a settled set now with Erskine bringing the ball up top. Oh, there's a great great pickoff. We talk about as defensemen to keep your sticks up all the time, and for Drew Hunt, that was a fantastic reactive play, keeping that stick up and knocking that pass down. Unfortunately, went out of bounds off of us and retained back to Erskine. There's a missed pass by Erskine. A good opportunity for Lincoln here to come up with a ground ball. Nice check ball. Nice check. Oh, you have my counterpart on the microphone today, George, is here. Go ahead, George. Pick up a headset there, and you can join me. I'm joined by George Workman here on the sidelines. George is another Lincoln Academy coach, or former coach, as well as a strong supporter of the Lincoln Academy team. George, nice to have you this afternoon.
Not to mention that I actually was a co-founder of the team.
Yeah, well, I was going to allow you to kind of flip that in. Yeah. So George, we're off to a bit of a slow start here for Lincoln offense. We've given up most of the face-offs, unfortunately, and given Erskine plenty of opportunities inside, and those second slides just aren't quite there. Erskine's finding the insides and getting some high-quality shots on Sean here. Look at shot. There's a nice doorstep save by Sean right in there. Again, he's got those 4 seconds where no one can touch him. He's looking for an open man. Ideally, he's going to find that low attackman and low midfielder as the midfielders come up the field. Again, fighting for it every step of the way. Good job staying inside as he comes down the sideline. And that's number 1, Seamus Stout, feeding down to Keegan. Again, hopefully, ground ball situation. That would. Come on. What the boys are trying to do here is box each other out, give one person the opportunity from their team to pick it up.
The interesting thing about the way they're playing right here, they're scrimmaging around for a ground ball, bumping hips, and that's the original name of the game of lacrosse. They bump hips.
They bump hips.
Bang it away.
Let me get you set up here, George. I got some numbers and names for you. Someplace in here.
So it's a good offensive sequence here. Everybody's spread the way they should be, looking around the field, sharing the ball.
Lincoln's had a tough time really creating good opportunities inside, George, finding those good feeds and things like that. Worked really hard on motion, meaning moving those guys around on offense as well.
All right, we got a midfield here trying to break his way open right here. Number 15, Seamus Stout.
Yep.
Looks like he's got some game. Went for a shot there.
Again, we've been doing a little kind of lacrosse education here, George, as well. So when the ball's shot and it goes out of bounds behind the net.
Nice, here we go.
Oh, it's a nice defensive block there.
Well, that would have been an opportunity to share the ball.
Yeah. So again, when the ball goes out of bounds off a shot, it's the closest player to where and when the ball goes out retains possession. So you'll see that the players running real hard to the sidelines or end lines when there's a shot taken, because it's a great way to retain or get a possession. Here's Nate, one of our leaders on defense here. Did a good job after that slip to come up top. What he does need to do is look for the passing opportunities here. We got Seamus up top looking for the feed opportunities. If he doesn't find it, he's going to try to dodge here to draw the defenseman down. Again, good defense by Erskine, closing in to prevent him from driving inside.
It's a good patient game at this point.
Oh, that was a great opportunity.
Nice feed to the inside.
Exactly what Lincoln's been working on all week, is really trying to find those really good opportunities. Just didn't quite connect there, but boy, was that something that we love to see as coaches. That's well execution by Gavin Albert there, being in the right position to be able to have the opportunity even.
Here's where we need. Did you see what happened there, Coach?
I'm not sure what the call was there, whether it was a push or something. Good defense by Lincoln, collapsing on him. All right, number 25 up top. Again, Erskine's been very patient, George, here on offense. You're watching them kind of really patiently working the ball around.
Yeah, well, Lincoln was doing a pretty good job of being patient as well.
Yeah.
It's okay. Here we go. Here we go. Over the line now. Lincoln's going to pick it up and go.
Good. Well, one of the rules here in lacrosse is once it's in your half of the field and you're possessing it on offense, it can't go back over the midfield line. You cannot possess it, kind of like a basketball over and back. And unfortunately, Lincoln threw it away there with an errant pass. So they need to go back on ride here and get this ball back again. What I was mentioning earlier, George, is the first 3 goals were really off of good drives by Erskine coming inside. Pretty good topside dodging. But other than that, they've just been kind of moving the ball around the outside. Again, there's that help defense from Lincoln. Oh, nice check there to bring the ball to the ground.
That was a save.
I think it was bounced off a shot. I didn't see what that one would be.
I didn't see where it went. It's just, the guy shot it, and it was next thing you know, it was on the outside. Now somebody needs to spread for him to pass the ball. There we go.
Yeah. So this is what I was mentioning earlier. Was that And this is Adam again, one of the players I was mentioning earlier. Unfortunately, didn't do a great execution. Adam's been running a long stick midi for us and been doing a fabulous job of really being a great ball handler. So that was a very uncharacteristic error, unforced error for Adam there.
Just all in all, seeing the stick handling of Maine lacrosse teams at this level after all these years is really, it's good to see, you know, finally getting to a point where stick handling.
Oh, it's good defense by Lincoln there to stand him up. Again, this is a physical game, and if someone drives inside like that, we're really looking to get a body on him. Good opportunity for Lincoln. One of our, there's Drew. Good scoop.
Yeah.
So number 22 and number 26 are the standout players on the Erskine side. Both long stick defensemen, as you can see right here. Really good stick handling on number 22 there. But really probably wasn't the best opportunity for him to take that shot.
No, the best thing for him to do would have been to deliver the ball.
Well, it was short time, I guess, really. Neither of us were looking at the clock. So we'll give that one to him. He was actually probably was the heads-up play at that point to actually take that shot. So end of the first quarter, we have Lincoln down 3-0 to the Erskine Eagles. What do you think, George? We talked earlier about, game of runs, couple goals, probably not a big deal. How do you feel as a coach being 3 down after the first quarter?
Well, 3 down after the first quarter doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, that's not enough of a score to make a win or a loss at this stage of the game.
Right.
However, what does make a difference is how well they're taking care of the ball, which they are getting the opportunities up front to handle it, but a few basic errors here and there, dropping the ball in an open pass or, trying to keep the ball and take the shot yourself when the better option would have been to pass out. There's a few little things like that sometimes that the coach now will talk to them about that, the kinds of things that he wants to see and the ways in which he thinks they can improve for the next quarter. I expect that that's what he's saying to him right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's I would be, based upon what I saw, I'd be talking to the defense about just being settled down, give a little ground, and find that help and be aggressive. And I really would shine on that one play where we had a nice help defense, body up to a guy and get the ball on the ground. It's ultimately what we're looking for. Just settle it down the defense and be patient on offense, I think is the message right now. Again, 3-0 is not a huge deficit in lacrosse, and we certainly have a number of scorers on the Lincoln team who can come back real quick.
So, Coach, I've been out of it a little bit here. Please tell me who are the hot paws for Lincoln Academy these days? Well,
we're missing our hot paw right now, unfortunately. He's out with a back injury, which is Isaac Rich, is one of our top scorers. What we're looking for is Nate, number 12, is one of our guys, as well as Gavin. Okay. Gavin Albert, number 15. Okay. Look for Keegan Bond, number 11. Has been coming. He's working real hard as an attackman. Can be a little erratic from time to time, but he can find the net. He can find the net. And Will Skiff too. What you looking at?
2 11s.
Yeah, we got 2 11s. Why not?
All right. Okay.
JV team as well. Okay. Yeah. There's the goal. So once again, just real quick on face-offs. If you're looking at the field right now, you see all the offensive, defensive players inside a box there. They can't leave that box until possession is called. Erskine on an approach and gets that touch inside the box to maintain possession.
And so what kind of defense we're looking at here, Coach?
There's our man defense right now. What we're looking for is for guys to be on their guy, but also watching the ball, right? And what we're trying to do is get our defensemen to collapse down. Okay, there's a good opportunity for Lincoln here.
It's going to be an over and back right here. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. So it'll be Lincoln's ball. Someone needs to pick it up. If they pick it up, the whistle blows. They can get a good opportunity here, right? So this is where they should jump on it. While Erskine's changing, they should crash the goal here. Maybe get a quick opportunity.
Right here. Take care of the ball is the first order of business.
Exactly. Right.
Nice drive to the right here.
Thomas.
Look at the inside.
Oh,
there we go. There's a score. There's
Yep,
a score.
that was the other one was Thomas, number 14. I was going to mention earlier, George. You were talking about some of the hot hands. You will see Thomas after every single practice, at least shooting 20, 30 shots until his mother tells him to go home.
a little analysis of what just happened there. So Thomas is driving down. I can't remember the number of the player cutting opposite, but he was wide open.
Right.
And the fact that he was cutting for the net, calling for the ball, had the goalie completely distracted.
That's right. Yeah, we talk to the players about motion on offense distracts the defense. Again, we're pretty strong face-offs today from Erskine. Now, Lincoln is missing 2 of our star face-off guys. Both wrestlers. we love the wrestlers on face-offs. I was talking earlier about that being a wrestling match at the X when it comes to facing off, and I think that's really affecting Lincoln today without being able to possess right off the face-off. That's good defense right there. We're not looking for him to kick the ball away.
A shot.
Shot wide.
Yeah, goalie was all over that.
Yeah. So we play a defense where we're actually giving up the outside shots in order to really protect the inside. Now that's a good opportunity up top. Good defense, not allowing him to roll inside. That's exactly what we're looking for. If he had rolled inside, there's a good opportunity for a couple shots. Good help defense there. All right, again, forcing it around.
Yeah, he got open on the inside. He had a shot.
Oh, shots on the way. Nice save by Sean.
Nice
Absolutely.
save.
Looking for the quick pass outlet. Doesn't find it. He'll find his midfielder here.
Now he needs to wheel it down as fast as he can and then deliver it out. Nice pass. Ball moves faster than the feet.
Yep. I think Lincoln attack needed to get down deeper there.
There we go.
Get the opportunity inside.
Oh, no. Yeah.
See,
it's forced.
Got to come up. He's got to pull
Settle
up behind.
Down. Oh, no. Nobody behind to back it up. Now okay, in my opinion, he should have gone behind. I
think you're right.
Settled down and brought the rest of his offense into play.
What I didn't like about that was low angle, didn't have any backup. So, again, we've lost the ball. There was no one there to back it up, as I mentioned before, about running out.
Yeah, that's what I mean about bringing your team into it.
Yeah.
It's a team game. Let's not forget it's a team game.
There's a flag down on Lincoln, I believe, on this play. I believe there was a contact to the goalie's head, potentially, on a stick check. We'll see what the call is. There's a flag down on the play, and as long as Erskine is possession on an offensive drive here, they'll let the play continue.
And when that happens, the defense needs to knock the ball down and get it on the ground as quickly as possible.
Right. It's not about stopping things at this point. It's just stopping the offensive rhythm.
Just break it down.
It's it. So it's too late there. You should have played a little higher up and pressed him higher. Oh, that was a really nice shot. We had a really good angle of that, George, and he went low to high on that. That was a tough one for the goalie.
He quick turn. Right hand, did a golf swing type shot and hit the upper left hand, upper right hand corner, goalie's upper right.
Yep.
And a nice pick just inside the rail.
Yep.
Nicely done. I mean, you got to admire good lacrosse, whether it's your team or not.
Yeah, we still have the flag down in the field, and we're looking at a 1 minute penalty. I don't know what the call was, but I believe it might have been a slash, which means he was wildly throwing a stick around or hit a part of the body he wasn't allowed to hit.
So is it a new rule that a score like that doesn't negate the penalty? If it would,
I believe it depends on the penalty, George.
Yeah.
It wouldn't negate a slashing penalty. Technicals, yes. Offsides, things like that. So Lincoln is playing man-down defense right now, which means they're...
Yeah, he shouldn't be chasing behind.
Yeah, he should not be chasing behind like that. And we play what's called box plus one. Basically, the 4 guys on the long poles are on the outside with 1 guy in the center.
Another shot.
Again, nice track by
Goalie was all over that one.
Yep. We work a lot on rebounds with the goalies as well here. We would like to see Sean keep that in his stick. Now, what Lincoln needs to do is really watch the seams here in between the different zones that they're playing. That looks like an errant pass out of bounds, and that should be Lincoln ball. So what they need to do at this point, there's probably about 30 seconds or maybe a little less left in the penalty. They really need to kill time. They do need to move the ball upfield, but there's
no whistle yet. We're waiting for him to step in.
He's got to step in here. Here we go.
Yep, there we go.
All right.
The referee starts the whistle.
Again, we want to be patient here on offense.
All right, wide open.
Good clear. So what Erskine should be doing here is really doubling and pressuring the ball. They're a man up, right? They effectively can put 2 men on the ball.
Yeah.
And
which is the reason we need to slow walk.
Right, exactly. So unfortunately, we've got to chasing some guys at midfield. We're still man down here.
There we go.
Now we're man. Now we're all even.
That was good. Now wheels.
There you go. There's Nate. Nate's a powerhouse. You don't want to get in front of Nate when he's cruising down the field like that. Nice look. Oh,
nice look.
Nice turn and quick shot. I like that quick shot.
That was a nice quick shot. I wish he bounced it.
Could have been a better shot as far as placement goes. But
of course, the goalie was really good. He was all.
Yeah, he was tracking that pretty well. Got to watch 23 here, wide open. I'm not sure if Lincoln's picking that up. There we go. Up.
Defense is going to be getting tired if we're playing too much of the at this end of the field, though.
Right, we're running 4 defensemen today, so we're running an LSM, and we're rotating those 4 defensemen through.
Here we go.
Look at LSM. Okay, here's Nate again up top. Again, Nate's one of the captains of the team here, looking to kind of get this offense and get a spark going.
He needs to share it out.
Yeah. Now again, he's on one of the better players here.
He's being harassed by the defense.
Yeah.
Pretty far out.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to burn him or move the ball.
Yeah. The scouting report on 26 says he was a pretty good player, and we don't necessarily want to dodge against him.
No.
So,
well, but if you can draw him out,
exactly,
get him far enough out, and then share it back
I think
inside.
He may have had an opportunity there. So
yeah. But that's game intelligence. That, the kids learn that as they go along. They get better at the game. Oh, then see, that was a push from behind.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
He's testing him now. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
He did get by, and there's the opportunity. Nice bounce shot, but right in the goalie's cage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
maybe
there was no pepper on it.
No pepper on it, correct. Yeah, a little more heat on that one would have been nice. Good breakdown by Lincoln defense there.
Okay, he needs to share it out before he gets in trouble.
That was Fritz White on that.
All right, now he needs
Number
to share
28,
it out. He's got his man across the midfield. Nice clear.
Yep. Still need to get that touch in the box. There it is, and now Lincoln can settle into their offense here.
If they settle. Oh my gosh.
That was in the net. That was actually a nice low-angle shot.
Nice shot.
Again, that's a
you know what he did? It was a crossover shot.
He did.
He came in with his stick on the right-hand side,
right,
shifted it over to the left, and bounced it. Nice shot. Bounced low, hit the upper, just about a foot below the cross.
Yeah, it was a very nice shot.
Very nice shot.
Good job. And so just like that, now it's 4-2, right? And so Lincoln's offense is coming alive here with a couple of goals by Thomas Mickle, number 14. So Lincoln has changed up the face-off a little bit here. I don't know if Adam had been facing off before or not, but he's got a long pole now. Again, he's our long stick midi. Typically, they're on the wing looking to get that ground ball, but Adam's got some great skills inside here. Again, trying to beat one of these face-offs.
It's kind of hard to wrestle with that big stick on the face-off. You can use the leverage, but you can't do the quick pinch and sweep.
Right, but what we're looking for is really the ground ball and making sure he can't pick the ball up. So 18 was rolling it to himself in a lot of cases, and I think Coach made an adjustment there to break that down, which did work, but we need to get in there closer.
Well, either way, you have an extra defenseman ready to handle it once it's
correct
off the ground.
Right.
Now, Erskine looks really good sharing the ball in offense. Every one of their players seems to touch the ball regularly. Mostly they're pretty good at their stick handling.
Yeah. I want to get back on a comment you made earlier, George. Oh, there's a good feed inside.
Nice
good defense to get on that stick and body.
Nice defense.
Yeah.
Stay with it now.
Stay with it. Man ball. There we go. Picks it up. It's Drew Hunt.
There we go.
Looking upfield.
Nice
on
job.
the bounce is fine. We talk about clears. It's okay to overthrow the guy, especially on our turf field. That was great.
Now he's got to get out. He's got 3 men on him right now.
Right, we got to get that touch in.
There you go. That's
a good
look.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
Side. It was side of the net. Boy, that was a nice take.
Yeah. It was.
It really looked good.
This kid doing backflips on the sideline.
Yeah. Well, too early, I think.
And he's one of the injured guys. Yeah. I was just talking to him. I think he's probably the guy that said he had a concussion, and that's the reason why he's out. Oh, that's the way to track it. Nice job, defense. Nice job, defense. Look up, look up. Go to the goalie. Go to the goalie. You got goalie. Here we go.
Back Drew Hunt
Right.
here. Again,
Nice
Drew is one of
job.
the better stick handlers we've seen here, but that's not so good. We don't
No,
want to see that ball going to the middle of the field just because of that reason.
See, he got it. It's.
Found him low. And
That's goalie ball. That should be goalie ball.
It is a goalie ball.
It is goalie ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that guy, that pass just now, the stick was strung too deep. The stringing the stick is everything. Each player strings a stick according to the way they need to play. And if they get it too shallow, it's too easy to lose the ball. If it's too deep, they might not be able to pass or shoot.
Again, an unforced error on Lincoln at this point, bringing that ball up the field. I didn't really like that decision by Sean on that clear to the middle of the field. I think he was covered.
No.
I would love to see something slower, slow that whole clear down.
Well, you're a former goalie, and I think that you probably know instinctively where the ball needs to go on an outlet pass like that. And straight up the middle of the field is generally not the best place to send the ball unless it's completely clear, which of course it was not in that instance.
Yeah. When we're coaching, the defensive, we really talk about, as soon as that clear comes up, we're on offense. So everybody's playing offense when we're clearing the ball, and it's not about standing still. It's about being open. Yeah. About being creative, right? Yeah. Drawing your guy down, drawing him up, things like that.
That's the medicine game.
It's that.
That's when the game is magic. When every player on the field is doing some kind of job to make the game work the way they want it to.
Right.
Not just the guy with the ball. Or not just the guy covering the guy with the ball, but every single player on the field is doing a job simultaneously. It's a great team sport as far as that goes.
I was commenting earlier, George, just on how the progression of the sport in Maine, and some of it has to do with the number of turf fields we have now. We were just up in Brewer. Beautiful new field up there. It's twice the size of this. They have their entire baseball field, outfield, everything, all in turf now, with a beautiful lacrosse field. We've been to 2 or 3 other turf fields this year.
See, I consider that a mark of civilization.
Yeah, but it means a huge difference. I mean, just learning how to play this game on dirty, wet, mucky fields, or sometimes in the gym. Just doesn't do it justice. And I think back to your point about the stick skills in these kids, there's more opportunity for them to play longer throughout the year and getting some instructions. And it's really made a big difference in the game.
Yeah, really has. Well, just the level of sophistication and the number of kids that still are coming out for the sport. Back when Keith Rendell and I first were starting the team, we had 20 kids max, and not all of them showed up all the time. It was.
See, I just want to comment here. We had Adam again on the face-off with a short stick that time, trying to beat it. And still, we're having trouble with the face-off. Now that's
that
a nice
going out of bounds. That's a white ball.
Let's go.
That's a Lincoln ball.
So what Lincoln should be doing now is sprinting up, right? We have a whole middle of the field wide open there. If someone was there now, Adam should be flying up the field right there. That's what we're looking for.
Pass.
That's an okay pass in the middle of the field. It wasn't open, plenty of time.
Well, there's nobody anywhere near him.
Exactly.
So that was ideal. Here we go. Now Lincoln's moving the ball around well. Not as much pressure from the defense at this point.
I'm not sure what just happened.
There's I only see 5 Lincoln players on the offensive end.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. There we go.
Do we have a penalty still or something? What's going on?
No. I think we're down. We're not down a man.
We shouldn't be down.
There we go. Okay, we're just going through the subs here. I know we were trying to get Adam off. Who's more defensive and midfield defensive player.
Here's a dodge from the top, split dodge, shot. Just missed. Nice backup that time.
Yep. Nice feed inside. Look for the second opportunity. Again, right there. We're looking for that.
As an attack man, I used to like to say to the feeders, throw it right at my face.
Yep.
Because I would catch it, because nobody likes getting hit in the face. When that ball's coming at your face, you have a tendency to be able to catch it, or at least get your stick in front of it. And worst case scenario, if it bounces off your face, it might go in the net.
All right, another opportunity by Lincoln here. Again, Lincoln was on a soft ride, which means they were leaving the goalie open and just kind of letting it kind of ride itself out, kind of slowing the whole play down. Unfortunately, Erskine made a bad pass there. I really don't. Just for that reason, he should have found a guy. And when we coach the guys, especially on his inbound passes, I go, before you pick the ball up, think about where you're going to go with it. Right. Pick it up and throw it. I mean, because ideally you're going to get run out of bounds like that here. So it was unfortunate.
The same thing pertains to the offensive end of the field too.
Yep.
You know, our friend Rob Parody, an excellent attack man of our era. Always would say, dodge to pass, dodge to shoot.
Right. I use that quite a bit with these guys.
Always have intention. Whatever.
Exactly.
When you make your move, always have something in mind.
I think really Lincoln needs to be a little more aggressive on defense here. I know we're feeling like
this is where the bump hip thing.
It's it, right? Say there was two on one there, right? We really had more Lincoln help in there to be able to help that ground ball.
And we used to call that a swarm. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was a nice cut.
Yeah, it's beautiful inside. I mean, it's following those cutters inside and keeping stick to stick.
Yeah, that's where the game awareness really comes in. If you're covering a guy, as an offensive player, you wait for your defenseman to turn his head away from you, and immediately then you make your cut. Cut someplace where by the time he turns around, he can't see where you went. And that's exactly what that player did just then. He waited for the defenseman to look the other way and just ran behind him straight for the net. Nice feed.
It was well timed. Yeah. Yep. Timing is everything too in those plays, and that's playing a lot together. And again with the face-offs, I don't think we want a face-off yet on the Lincoln side of the. Which is all about possessions, right?
Because the two wrestlers are down, right? It's a shot.
Big outside shot. And that's kind of what we're looking for. Sean is a great goalie. We don't want him to. He can stop anything outside.
He can see that shot all day long.
Yeah, exactly.
Their coach should be telling their kids not to be shooting from the restraining line. They don't have the power and zip in their shot that the older players tend to have. Although that was a nice S-dodge right then with a shot. There was a certain amount of pepper on that one.
Yeah, well, he came around, like you said. He was going away and used that whole body to torque around.
He used his whole body, exactly. He went high, and then the momentum bringing his foot down to the ground put a lot of nice power on that shot.
The block shot there. So again, I think with Lincoln not being aggressive on defense here, we're giving up ground balls. Oh boy, there was Sean. He saw that all the way.
He saw that all the way.
He felt the presence. There we go. There's a nice ground ball by Lincoln. Drew Hunt bringing up the field.
Goose it out. Goose it out. There we go.
One more time. Get it going.
Yeah, look at now. There's 3 blue and 2 white.
Now we need to pass that quickly right now.
Right now, and we need more white guys around the white shirted guys around the ball at all.
Oh, it's a nice look inside. Keegan to Thomas. I don't think that shot was warranted there. Again, we just talked about outside shots, lower percentage in the high school game because of the power.
Ooh.
And again, a great hit. And we talk about being more physical, and that was a good example of when you're physical, it's hard to hold onto that ball, and you're going to generate opportunities.
They're trying to push it, and they don't quite have the skill set to push it. It's as though their mind right now is ahead of their capability. More practice, a little more maturity, and some of these plays are going to turn into serious breakaway scoring shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's lucky there for Lincoln because he was on the doorstep of that.
He was, and that was just a bad pass.
I think we were playing too aggressive. I talk about being aggressive. We were playing the guy far too out here.
Now right here, he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot. Yep. That guy likes
again, low time.
There we are.
Right, well, it's the first half. The Erskine Academy Eagles up 6-2 over the Lincoln Academy Eagles. Again, myself, Alan Davis, and here with George Workman. And I've got... not sure what the clock is doing. We usually have more than 45 seconds for halftime.
Yeah.
So what would you be saying on the Erskine side, George, if you were Erskine coach right now? How are you going to finish this game?
I would say, they're starting to get a little bit cocky, maybe is the right word, where you had players that earlier in the game were not trying to make shots from the restraining line. Instead, they were moving the ball around. Now they're beginning to sort of take it easy a little bit. They got a comfortable lead. They're thinking about being a hero and maybe taking shots that they shouldn't take. They need to settle themselves down, pass the ball around, remember their game, stick to their game plan.
Right.
That's what I'd be saying to them right now.
Yeah.
Lincoln, I'd be saying to them, take care of the ball.
Yeah.
And don't and up there, when you get up there with the ball going forward, don't immediately try to do something like score with it.
Right.
Sometimes the better option would be to slow down, see your teammates, make sure your teammates are in position, pass it around a little bit, and then look for that moment when you can surprise them with a good quick shot or a nice cut to the inside.
Yeah.
Always back up. Make sure there's somebody always behind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and going back to your comments about Erskine, I think you're right. I think that they're going to be two more individual. They were playing as a team.
Yeah.
And they were playing well. And I think that was, and then they started to be more individualistic, and I think that goes to Lincoln's advantage.
Yep.
You saw the ball on the ground a few more times. Now, again, my communication back to our defensive unit is ground balls. We need to come up with the ground balls out there. We need to take possessions away.
We used to call it a swarm.
The swarm, right.
That is to say, when that ball's on the ground, there should be more white shirts on the ball than blue shirts. Right now, it's the other way around.
Exactly, and I think, and again, I look at all the possessions here. I'm happy that England has 2 goals off of the limited possessions we have had at this point.
Yeah, they were good goals too.
They were solid goals. They were team goals.
They need to duplicate more of those.
Right. So it's
and it's all about slowing down. Take your time. A couple of quick shots that shouldn't have been taken. A couple of low angle shots that shouldn't have been taken. A couple of guys hurrying it, passing it, forcing it to the inside when the player inside isn't really open. Just not necessarily the winning sequence. Really slow down, pass it around, make sure everybody's settled in their mind.
Yep.
There's a psychology to it. You want to be not always just moving so fast that you don't have time to think about what you're doing, but actually settle down and see the field and begin to understand where the movement and the energy is going to flow next.
Yeah. So only 1 penalty in the game so far. Sometimes that's a huge factor. One of the things that I'm always impressed about is the composure of this Lincoln team. In fact, to the point where we've had a few practices where we've kind of said, look, we need to get you guys, amped up a bit more in the games. Take a mean pill even, and get out there a little bit. And you're actually seeing some of that coaching come through here.
I had to teach those kids to be mean. It used to be Lincoln Academy, we're sitting ducks because we don't have any crossover sports, no football, no hockey.
Yeah.
So we'd get the tackling shields out there. We'd borrow them from the football club team, get the tackling shields out there, and then just let them, hammer away at that and develop a certain instinct for what it means to be aggressive around the ball.
Right. Yeah, and we like everything, the officiating can play into the games from time to time. There's been some rule changes that have made some inconsistent roughing throughout the year, but I think from what I've seen in this crew, things have been spot on. There really haven't been a lot of things going on.
Who are the refs?
I don't know the names off the top of my head here, George. I didn't have a chance to
probably friends of ours.
We could have. I didn't recognize them, but yeah, as George is mentioning, a lot of the refs are players in Maine, as well as ex-coaches and things. There's a huge need for roughing across all sports, and especially in lacrosse, just because of the complexity, both in the girls and the boys side as well. It takes someone who really has played the game to understand how to properly rough it because of the contact involved and how to let it go. One of the rule changes they made this year was when someone gets a hit to the head, meaning, the stick or in those lines, they can call a 1-minute penalty now, meaning it was an accident, it wasn't intentional. Right?
Yeah,
and
right.
So there's been some inconsistencies with those calls this year, but other than that, I think everything's been pretty solid.
Yeah, it's really tough when somebody tries to ref a game that they don't completely understand, and it's a little rougher than a lot of the other sports, not including hockey, of course, or football, which normally have a certain amount of contact associated with them. But most of the other sports, basketball and whatnot, you don't have as much contact. So some refs that don't understand the game, they see contact, it looks aggressive. Well, it's supposed to be aggressive. A certain amount of it is the trick being that if it looks vicious, that's when you call it.
Right.
If it looks dangerous, that's when you call it.
Right.
But if it's an incidental brush or something like that, it doesn't need to be called in the same way. It's a good idea to call it to remind people to be careful, but it doesn't have to be a 2-minute penalty or an ejection or something like that just for a minor brush.
Well, good. Well, the teams are looking like they're getting briefed here, and they'll spend a couple minutes just warming up those sticks again as before we begin the second half. And we're looking for Lincoln to possess this time. I think it's the time of possession is what Lincoln needs to focus in on. And George, you mentioned this earlier about being much more patient on offense and playing as a team. I think that's what we're looking for in the second half here.
My coach back in high school would say to us, when in doubt, round it out. And what he meant by that was, if you go in there and you don't see it unfolding the way you need it to make your shot or make a good shot, just, take your time, roll out, look at the field, pass it off, and then cut opposite.
Yeah.
Cut opposite, set a pick, maybe you pop a guy open, then the next pass is money.
Exactly. We're, when we coach these guys as well, we talk about our motion offense, and it's really all about the parade. Continuing to go through. The first one's not there, the second one maybe. If that's not there, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. Again, something you mentioned earlier about confusing the defense. Motion confuses defense. Motion moves the goalie.
Right.
If that goalie is set and he can track the ball, he's going to save the ball all day long. It's when you get him thinking goalies shouldn't have to think. Goalies should simply react and save. When they have to start thinking, that's when you're in their head, and you get to own where he is, right?
Yeah, and if you can get him to commit with a quick fake in one spot and then deliver the ball in a different location, then you've got it.
Right.
I used to say to the kids, and I've said this is true not only with lacrosse, but everything in life more or less. It's the secret to lacrosse is movement. Move your feet, move the ball. Move your feet, move the ball. It's always moving. You're always moving. If you're standing around, you're doing something wrong.
So I show you here, George, in front. This is the Class C. In lacrosse, there is a Class A, B, and C. Class C is one region, so these are all the Class C. The size of the schools determine it.
What's this? So
there's Marana Cook is up top with a 9-1. We've got Wells, which is way down south. We got some of these combined schools. You got Oak Hill with St. Dom's. You got
That's
Morse and Boothbay.
School?
Yeah, they're allowed to combine some teams together. But what I'm interested here, George, right, is
Boothbay and Morse.
Well, Morse has got kids playing from Boothbay, so they can bring kids up in Boothbay and play. And we've got Erskine Academy, NYA down the list, which is typically a strong team. They're at a 5-5 record this year, along with Lincoln. Holton, 4-hour ride. Those guys came down this year to play us, twice in a row.
It's like
right?
Mountain Valley.
Yeah, Freiburg Academy, another strong team in the past, is down number 9 in the standings.
That's a haul too.
Not too bad, but Bangor, St. John Baptist is another team. You got Waynefleet again.
Waynefleet doesn't look that good this year.
Not this good, not great this year. MCI Nakoma is another team up around the Waterville area, Trap Academy and Lakes region, right? So there are a number of teams here that it's great to see. In fact, they extended the schedule this year with an extra couple of games. So we used to play 12, now we're playing 14 games, which is great. So a lot of the growth. And just interesting as you and I are looking at this list, just about like some of these teams are just dominant. Like no one wanted to play NYA, right? I mean, that was always a tough one, and or even a Freiburg or something.
What about Yarmouth Academy? They're just regular old Yarmouth.
Yarmouth, they'd be in Class B, I believe, or Class C. Yeah, and I think I'm not sure where they're at the top of the hymn. I don't have them on my list. I didn't print out the other their classes there. All right, well, we're getting ready to begin the second half. Hopefully Lincoln has made some adjustments on offense, and we can clean up the possession game a little bit. I think that's all they really need is some time with the ball, and we'll be able to pick it away one goal at a time. Funny, I'm looking around the field here, and the game was supposed to be later this evening, a 6 o'clock game. Apparently, there's been problems with the light poles and need to be taken down and replaced. Well, the Osprey were building a nest, as they always do every year, and the one down here to our right,
no kidding.
They had to cut it down, so the Osprey wouldn't do it. So we got our game moved till 4 o'clock today, which is a little interesting. So a little balance, got to help out Mother Nature a little bit.
Yeah.
But here we go, Lincoln. There it is. That's exactly what Lincoln needed on this first. At least getting the ball out, getting an opportunity. He's got.
There we go. We got 3 white shirts around the ball.
Much better
now.
on. Yeah. Again, get an opportunity. They need to be aggressive on these ground balls, and anytime there's a chance to change possessions.
Another shot from.
Nice.
Another shot from the midfield. Looks like Erskine is following that attack of just get the ball and shoot.
Yeah. Quite a melee in there right now, always in front of the net for a ground ball. We're looking for someone. That was a great play, but just kicking that ball out sometimes is all you need to do.
A little bag it away going on there. Another shot.
I'm not sure where Lincoln's defense was at that point. Someone needed to step up at the very least, commit to that guy being his man.
I would say to him, punch him in the hip.
Yep, exactly.
Just use that gloved hand and just a little nudge to the hip right at
on
the
the
moment
clear.
they go to
Look
shoot.
for that. One more. We got to move this upfield.
Control the ball. Okay. This is the keep moving part I'm talking about.
Right. Well, what we need to see is the other half of the field here, where we've got opportunities. There is coming down. The attackman came up. Did a great job by Keegan there to at least come down. Still battling with it. Needs some help over there.
Yes, he does.
Both of them. Get him out of bounds. Get the step.
He stepped on the line. Guess the ref didn't see that.
Now we have a pretty good vantage point here. Again, number 22, strong player, one of the standout players on Erskine.
So he's going to go straight for a shot.
Yeah, I think we can anticipate that. For good defense to break that down on Lincoln's part. Again, I think Adam really needed to turn away, to your point, George, earlier, and find the open.
Uh-oh.
A lot of dodging up top. Another great shot by Sean. A great save by Sean. Way up.
Yeah, you know, the goalie's doing all the work right now.
That was a shot actually bounced out of bounds, and now Lincoln ball, another opportunity to clear it here.
Yeah.
Now again, we've got a good opportunity right in the center.
That's it. Now run. Now run. Sometimes you can
be careful there.
Move the ball with your legs until you draw somebody. As soon as you get somebody to commit.
But right here, right?
He needed to pass that.
As soon as he gets that step, right?
He ran right into trouble. He ran right into two defenders. He should have passed it before he got into trouble with the ball. Because there we lose the ball and back the other way. But then that's why we love this game. It's back and forth.
It is back and forth. Yeah. It's good defense from Fritz there. Put a shoulder on it, though.
Nice defense.
One-man play. He needs to keep going. Oh, he needed to just run there.
Well, you know what he needed? Situational awareness. It wasn't happening. Uh-oh. Player injured. I think he took a chop to the ribs.
I think so, too.
Took a while for the ref to call that. I'm not really sure what the ref's looking at there. It was pretty clearly a
injured player on the field here.
He was slashed in the lower abdomen.
It looked like it.
And the ref didn't see it. All the rest of us did, though. Of course, slashing to anywhere but the stick or the gloved hand that's holding the stick is illegal.
Yeah, by a slash, George, you know, we're talking about using that stick as a weapon, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a tool, not a weapon in that particular case.
He seems to be in a bit of pain, which is a shame. Yeah. And I don't know why there wouldn't have been a penalty on that play to accompany that.
All right, well, he'll be taken off and looked at. I'm sure our trainer will be over there, Megan, to take a quick look.
Hopefully he's wearing all of his equipment, and that's not the reason for what happened there.
No, I think he's looked okay. It looked like it's more to the midsection. I mean, sometimes it is a player's decision how much gear to wear.
Well, it's not really.
Well, there's rib pads and those kind of things. Now, all our guys have shoulder pads, arm pads, gloves.
Yeah, but how many times would the kids not wear, the extra piece of equipment in that very vital and very sensitive area?
Well, cups and but it looked like that was more to his mid. But no, cups are required.
Well, if he did get hit out there, where would he be grabbing that place?
I don't know.
I mean, that's one of the things. They hold their ribs when they got hit someplace else. You know, it's the fetal position when they're on the field that maybe he got hit someplace where he should have had a cup. I mean, it does happen. Hopefully, that's not the case in his case. Hopefully, he.
No, I think, like you said, it looked like more of a slash based upon the play there.
Yeah, but I mean, the amount of pain he seemed to be in, relative to being hit in the midsection like that, it's, I mean, that's actually one of the tougher parts of your body, and normally you can take a bit more of a slash in that area.
All right, so again, here's Lincoln looking for time of possession here, looking for the quality shot, looking for motion on offense. Try to get some of those matchups again. We're mentioning number 22 as a star player there.
Nice
number
move,
26.
Nice strong move. Now this is where his teammates need to cut opposite and create opportunities for him to pass and share the ball.
Right, because he's only going to get a quick microsecond.
Yeah.
Not quite sure. Again, not a pepper. Not a bad idea in there, but certainly need to put more heat to beat a goalie on that shot.
He had multiple people to pass to, and he decided to go straight to the top. And then, of course, the shot was delivered immediately, which, doesn't really play well to that take your time thing. He really should have passed it to the outside, maybe played catch with one of the guys that was closest to him. Before.
I'm not sure what that was about. I guess he was looking for a quick clear there.
Meatball.
Maybe they think they can beat the ground ball here, which. Okay, looks like it's knocked out. Looks like go up. All right, Lincoln has got a match up here. They've got a number of guys open, looks like. Right on the doorstep. Oh, it's a shot wide. Again, good chase by Erskine to retain possession. Okay, once again, Erskine behind, trying to work that ball in that patient offense they've been working all day here. Again, this is where Lincoln needs to press out and really get some possessions. He's just walking in on him at that point. We need to press out when he's standing on that 8-meter line there.
Now now they're beginning to slow the ball down a little bit and look the field over. You got all of the LA team bunched in pretty tight on the crease. That's actually not a bad defense. Barely give them any breathing space to sneak the ball through. But it does give them a lot of time to think about what they might do. And
again, just ground balls today. Again, I think there were 2 Lincoln players and 1 Erskine player in that situation, and it came up blue.
Yeah, that there's another thing too. It's like, who wants the ball more?
Yeah.
That's another thing that a coach can say to the team. Who wants the ball more?
It's good defense by...
You have to want it more. There's a shot.
Going wide. That's all right. We'll take that. Again,
save.
That's what we're looking for that. They can take those all day long. Look for a quick break, though.
Oh, no.
See, we talk about throwing long.
Yeah, you got to put that up over the top.
Oh, an errant pass. That's a pass. This will go Lincoln's way at this point.
Yep.
All right, I'll get a second chance there. Again, I mentioned earlier about throwing long or overthrowing your players, and that's the reason why we coach people to overthrow, to prevent that. Soul coming up. He should keep going there.
Nice.
Did find his player across the field. Good opportunity.
Now here's where he should settle the ball down.
Here's Thomas. Looks like he's running fine. He was the guy that
was down.
He was down before. Thankfully, he's back on the field, looking good and looking strong because he's got the 2 Lincoln goals today.
Yeah, maybe he got winded. Perhaps that's the story.
So you got to be
quicker with the stick.
See, again, that's 22. That's a pretty smart play. He's patient enough just to tap that, to create the bad pass. So you're hearing the yellow call, which is telling basically the offense to slow down. We're subbing guys in, take it easy. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't.
He's going to shoot.
Of course. Again, I think a little more aggressive on defense for Lincoln there. Should have put more body on him and really drove him down low, which you mean kind of towards and behind the net.
And back when I was in high school, we were pretty much a startup team, and our coach decided that if we were in better shape than every other team, physically in better physical condition than every other team, that we would beat the other team to the ball every time. And
there's nice getting sticks up on defense. Nice work by Drew there, at least to knock that wide.
There was a certain amount of magic to that wisdom, actually.
Oh, another nice feed there. Oh.
Found the corner. He used the screen quite well.
I was going to say it looked like he was screened pretty good there, and that was right off the hip. That's one of the harder saves for the goalie too. That off hip side, swinging that stick high or low can be a tough one. Yeah. I think Sean was in really good position there. But to your point, George, I just don't think he saw it until I came past the screen.
Well, the offensive player, I did that. I would try to find, shoot under a guy's arm or around his body in some way in order to keep the goalie from seeing it until the last second, whenever possible. The other thing is if the sun was out and you could get the sun behind you.
Well, there's some home field advantage to that here, depending upon the time of day.
Yeah. I call that the Clint Eastwood shot.
Okay.
You get the sun behind you.
There you go.
And you just kind of march in from the sun,
another opportunity for Lincoln here to get a possession, and they really need the next one here.
Look at that Osprey.
He's got a fish in his talons there. Again, trying to look for a home. Like they're building one on the other pole over there.
All right, you got to get it up. You got to move the ball up the field now.
What we're not seeing on the Lincoln side is anyone moving for help, right? You know, all we're seeing is a lot of blue people running around chasing. We need to get an attackman running towards him, get them help.
Well, he just had the one play. He just ran past one of his own players, which is not that player should have gotten out of the way.
Push down low for it,
or just get out of the way because the defenseman on that player who's just standing still is going to use the opportunity to double the guy with the ball. That's not a good thing to do. That's the sort of game awareness that you have to.
Now again,
learn.
they need to respect 11 here. They need to be tight on him on this clear. I mean, excuse me, number 22. Here we go.
See right here, he needs to be on his hip.
Again, he sticks up. There we go. If he had help, did a good job getting the man out.
What do we have here?
I think we may have had a push with the loose ball, which means it'll go to the other team. So I think blue pushed white in that case.
No,
that's not a great shot.
No, that was a pass to the goalie.
Yeah,
what that was.
Yeah,
that's like decide. That's the same as a giveaway. That's the same.
Again, what Lincoln needs to do is lock off people here. Again, that pass is going along. Plenty of time to chase that down. And oh, right on the doorstep. There was nothing to do there. Number 8 was behind the net and just saw that. Good play on the Erskine side.
Well, I have to say, Erskine turned the opportunity on that play. That player with the long pole who decided he was going to be the guy that scored, even though he had an entire team waiting for him.
Yep.
He took a bad shot, gave it right to the goalie, who passed it in 3 passes. The third pass turned immediately into a goal. It was a nice, very nice breakaway. Fast break type of scenario. Erskine executed it perfectly.
Yeah, these transition games. So it's one part when you're settled offense, right, and in these transition games, and it's really where they take advantage. They need to swarm him, right? Right.
Yeah,
you said, George. There we go.
Him.
Finally, make that difficult. They're chasing sticks there, and that's not a great opportunity.
No.
Oh, big save by Sean. Nice job on the doorstep. Was able to see that one.
That was a good feed, too.
Yeah, it was a very nice play by Erskine. Again, they're finding those inside guys. Maybe they took the advice that you were giving, George, at halftime to get back into their subtle offense because they're working us pretty good here.
You know, I think that after that kid took that shot and threw it right directly to the goalie, the Lincoln kid, I would have, as coach, I would have stopped the game right there, timeout, come over here, we're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because that's not the way to win this game.
There's some fundamentals here we try to work through. We're seeing guys raking balls in these. We need people to be going straight through, with commitment. To your point, who wants that ball? That's the one who's getting low, driving those legs through that ground ball scrum like that, right? Just raking it and things like that is just not really creating the momentum you need to move that ball out of there and where you want it to go.
In all fairness, though, the defenses, they're exhausted.
They are. They've been playing a lot.
They've been doing most of the work.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why. That's the other reason why on offense. That's the other reason why on offense, you don't want to just make a bad shot or a bad pass because as soon as you do, the defense has to do all the work all over again, and you're doing nothing. You're standing on the offensive end of the field with nothing to do.
All right, Lincoln's got numbers here on offense, defense. I mean, it's hopefully we can pick guys up. They should really be pressing hard. I mean, again, they're going to need to look at getting some possessions here. Ball's on the ground. Go.
He lost the ball before he even delivered that shot.
He was thinking shot before he was thinking cradle.
Well, we call
a bad look by Sean.
We call that a voodoo check.
Yeah.
When you have the ball in your stick,
there's a chance for Adam to redeem himself. He did. Good job. He found the guys. Again, Lincoln needs to be patient here.
Right here, he needs to be patient.
Pull it out.
This is a good player, but he's going to take the shot, and the goalie knows that.
Oh, opportunity on the side. Oh my goodness.
He was in the crease. He was in the crease. He was pushed in the crease, though, right?
Yeah.
And is that not? Is there a new? I thought there was a new rule on that. That if you're pushed into the crease,
it wouldn't be a crease foul.
Right.
No. But the shot, I guess, went out there.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Fair enough.
Again, Lincoln needs to be locking off on some of these passes, making these clears way too easy.
One of the hardest things about offense at this level is to teach teach players to be patient and to see the field.
Yeah.
Seeing the field is a big part of what you need to do for offense. You need to do it on defense too.
Yeah.
But for the offense to see teammates and know where they're going to be and pass it at the right time.
Right. Well, I think that this will be homework for the team is to review this. I believe this game's going up on YouTube.
Nice.
And we'll make sure the team listens because I think this commentary helps a little bit. Everyone learn the game a little bit more. You got to watch lacrosse to be able to play lacrosse.
Yeah. Well, to see the field.
To see the field.
Yeah. And seeing the field, that's game intelligence. If you can see the field, that's game intelligence.
So I like what Erskine is doing here. They're going up. They're kind of presenting the shot. Maybe they take it, maybe not. They've thrown some outside shots. So they're keeping us on our heels a little bit on defense here, and I think it's done a good job. But there's a great ground ball there. Again, you can force us up the line. That's a tough pass there, but heard an offsides call by the ref. I'm not sure.
7 seconds. Goalie's doing a phenomenal job. The defense is doing an excellent job as best they can, being under pressure almost constantly. It's on the part of the offense especially to settle it down, and even if they just possess for a while, to give the defense a rest. A nice save. Another nice
save. Just tracked that well enough.
And
all right, it's third quarter there. Well, 6 1/4 is not an insurmountable deficit, George, and I'm looking forward to maybe Lincoln getting some spark here because it comes in runs. You'll get the first one, then the second one comes, and then you'll start to see people amp up. There's still good opportunity for Lincoln. I think like you said, the need here is to get that defense resting. And a little bit more, organization and the ability for the offense to really, kind of possess the ball enough here. I think with Isaac being out, he is he's someone that he's a really aggressive dodger and he really can make a difference on the defense as far as respecting some of that low stuff, and so he's got a great shot, but not sure that just a player can make a difference in this game. I think we're looking for team offense today more than anything else, and an individual player to put it on his shoulders.
I think the coaching. I think Tom probably knows this, that the coaching needs to focus on how the offense is playing the game right now. You do have some capability there. You have the guys sharing the ball. They have the instinct of what to do, but they're not always doing it.
Yep.
You have a couple of guys that want to be that guy. They spend too much time dodging. They draw too many defensemen to them. Mm-hmm. The moment you draw an extra defenseman, somebody's open. You got to remember that, and that's what it means to see the field.
Right.
Who is that guy? If you can move the ball in such a way that you draw the defense to you, and draw the defense away from a player that you want to share the ball with, then you're setting up offensive opportunity. Dodge to pass, dodge to shoot.
That's right. And I think this part of the game has been a real struggle today for Lincoln. Again, a lot of effort, too, for these face-offs. These face-off guys get tired. It's nice to come up with one here. Again, this is really where Lincoln needs to shine. They need to push him low. All right, there we go. Good. So it could have been a fast break opportunity where he could have really taken that down in, and they did a good job picking that up and at least delaying it to help getting there.
Right. So the Lincoln defense is doing a good job holding their position.
Yeah, I don't know why we're a man down here for. Okay, there comes Thomas in.
Well, see now that I've been wondering. That's the second time I've seen that. If we're not a man down, there's not a penalty. Why is that guy taking so long to get back out on the field?
I think there's confusion on the sidelines whether he is coming in or not.
Well, how many coaches do we have over there?
There should be 2.
Okay, so you have your head coach.
Yeah.
His job is to watch the field at all times.
Yeah.
And
Rudy's over there to help run the bench, right?
Well, Rudy should be helping run the bench, but he's ball watching, as they say. Rudy, I know you're going to hear this. Dude, help the coach do the job.
Oh, that was a nice feed inside. Oh, good right 5-hole on Sean. It was a good bounce shot there. Again, right on the doorstep, very tough for those goalies to be able to track and pick that up that quickly. And again, I put that on probably the offensive midi at that point, losing that cutter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was a tough one. You
Right.
know, and I really think that it has a lot to do with right now the offense just being exhausted.
Yeah. Well, defense.
Defense.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
So there again, get it up to the offense, and if you're an offensive player, take it out to the wing, take it down to the flat.
Yeah.
Wait. Just wait. Settle your team down. Think about what's next. You know, you're getting a runaway score happening now, so every score that you make now counts.
There we go. Oh, missed ground ball opportunity.
Yeah.
Really, we won the face-off at that point. That couldn't get possession off of it. So what you're seeing, what you're seeing Erskine do is they're collapsing even tighter down on the defense. As we retract deeper, they're bringing their offense even closer down. They're playing basically at the half of the box.
You know, when I was at the World Games, I watched the Japanese do that. They did that every single time they touched the ball. They were like
stepping in,
leaning in,
yeah.
ready to shoot, and they created a lot of stress for the defensive team. Another shot.
Another shot. Nice save by Sean there. It was a good bouncer.
Yeah.
Collapsed on it. No rebounds.
Sean's doing
finding that quick outlet pass.
Nice job. Nice pass. Nice outlet. Now he needs to move that ball. Move the ball. Somebody needs to come to him, get over.
Exactly. Where's the attack? Help out. He's got attack right now.
Right here. You got somebody right here. No, he doesn't want to pass. All right, now we got it. Okay. Just move the ball.
So again, this is where we talk about
moving the ball sooner in most cases.
So Lincoln's subbing here, right? So we're going to run Adam off there, that long stick, and immediately we should have that shorty ready to go there.
Yeah.
Get the right personnel in. So sometimes there's specialized defensemen, specialized midfielders that we have for different situations. So in lacrosse, we can sub in and out as we want to, as long as they're going through those two orange cones on the far side there with the area called the box. And a little opportunity by Nate here. Nice job to recognize that and pull off. He's got that strong defenseman on him.
He needs to settle out here.
Yeah, he needs to get that guy off, right?
Yeah,
we don't. Let's not.
Only way to get that guy off is to pass
the ball. Exactly right. Right. That's how we'll beat good defenders. A good defender can't play every guy in the field. Oh, there's a good cutters down below. We need someone right behind him to follow up on that.
Yeah, no, see, actually, he shouldn't have cut right there.
No.
He should have stayed out here in the corner. That should have been another rotation.
Yeah.
The player on the opposite side of the field should have been the one who cut.
Oh, good opportunity for Lincoln here. It's Thomas coming down. Yep, there's a slash. There's a flag down. So that was a slash call, I believe, will be coming up on Erskine, giving Lincoln an opportunity here for man up.
I didn't see the slash this time, but in all fairness, see, he stepped outside the box, and therefore the game stops, and now they administer the penalty.
Right.
Slash, 1 minute.
Right.
And it was a slash on the same player who was slashed before when he went down. I have a feeling that in this case, even though the slash seemed relatively minor, that the referee was making up for that one that he missed before.
Maybe.
And sometimes they do that. I was a ref for a while.
Yep.
And, you know, you try to be fair. That's one way of being fair. I mean, the slash had to have happened. He's not going to call it arbitrarily.
Right. Was it a vicious, targeted? No, but he did wrap the body, didn't get the stick or anything on that one as well, so it should have been called.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a fair call.
Very aggressive here for man-down defense for Lincoln.
Nice
Erskine
pass on
here.
the inside.
Yeah.
Our inside man was just standing there. Strangely, all of the Erskine defense was not looking at him at all.
Well.
They were ball watching, exactly. Well, the reason
that was not a bad take.
The reason they were ball watching is because our boy, number 12, Nathan, tends to hold the ball a little too long. So.
Yep.
You know, and you can use that to some extent. If you can draw like all 5 or 6 players from the defense, by making them think that you're going to hold the ball until you get your shot, you are going to have open players. And as long as you're aware of that, you can make it happen.
I think there's actually pretty good defense here he's a pretty good player by Lincoln.
So our offensive strong man came all the way down to. Is he a midfielder?
He's a midfielder, yeah. Nate will play attack majority of the time, but
because he was playing attack.
Yeah. He'll switch it up.
Yeah, sometimes when you have a strong player like that, the best thing you can do is talk to him about controlling the ball and taking the time to slow it down.
Right.
He has the strength. He has the eagerness to score. That's a positive thing.
Right.
It's just a little bit of maturity.
As long as he pushes him low here,
seeing
good to
the
go.
field a little
Yep.
bit. Yeah, he's playing good
I
defense.
see. I don't know about that pass from Erskine there.
Yeah,
They're doing so well just passing it around, making those adjacent passes. That skip pass, meaning skipping a bunch of players in the rotation, presented a challenge.
well, I think they're getting a little cocky, to tell you the truth. But look at that. That was a good inside pass, and the guy handled it.
That needs to be goalie. All right, so Lincoln needs to be breaking up the field. Like, the goalie can't be outrunning the clear here.
Now, and here's the goalie all the way out. He lost
Yeah.
the ball. So we're in trouble here if we don't get the ball out. Move it up. That's it. Run. Now, right now, you should just run it all the way across. Nice job. Now, that's a slash. That's another slash. Okay.
Not sure about that pass there. Again, we need to be slowing this down a little bit.
That's what I mean. That I would talk to that young man.
Yeah.
He's a good player, and I would encourage him to take his time and see the field a little better.
Right. Well, Gavin didn't quite get around on that shot. I think he wanted another step and a little bit more into that, but it wouldn't have been a bad take if he had come around with it and put some power on it. Lincoln retains with good backup here. And again, making sloppy passes.
That's it. Nice drive. Now share it, though. See, he needs to do that. Needs to share it. I mean, because now the defense knows that he's going to drive to shoot. And now if he could do that, create that impression that that's what he's going to do, and then find the guy standing on the post on the opposite side of the field, that's the guy that's going to score the goal.
Right.
An assist is as good as a score.
Good opportunity
nice.
for Lincoln here. That was ill-advised pass from the Erskine goalie there. Again, should take their time.
That was a nice move. That was a nice ground ball just
Yep,
then.
excellent job.
Okay, now
This is the spark, right?
slow it down. Take your time. See the field. That's it. Take your time.
One
Don't
more?
shoot. Don't shoot.
I see we could have had a good opportunity from someone coming from behind there,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
If he would have faked the shot, passed it to number 16,
Froze the defense, coming around.
Freeze the defense. 16 comes up off that post. Bam. There's the
And
pass.
you could have had the other player, rotate up the other side there, right?
Yep.
To create more confusion.
Yep, because you
But,
had the backup on the far side too.
Yeah.
A little bit too eager to shoot. Need to not rush that. Okay, there's some good ball movement now, though.
Oh, nice save by the goalie there.
Well,
Coming pretty far out. Oh, he can't go back in with a crease there.
You
Yeah.
can't do that. In and out. Nope,
Yeah,
can't
so-
do that. That's a white ball.
So I mentioned earlier the goalie's got 4 seconds in the crease, but what he can't do is he can't go into the crease with the ball.
Right.
Sometimes you can play games and roll it in there and just things you
Yeah,
can do.
yeah.
But for the
yeah,
most part, it's only there to protect him after a shot in order to give him the opportunity.
If you're already in possession of the ball, you cannot re-enter the crease.
Correct.
All right, now right here, he's going one-on-one with the toughest defensive. He got 2 defensive players.
He's a strong player, but to your point,
Yeah, but they know that by now.
Right.
The Erskine team knows that.
well, they
and they're
quick
gonna
double
work-
on him. You saw that.
Right,
Yeah.
and they're going to work him and get him, make sure he's tired so that he's not thinking straight. That's what they do. Now that was a nice
Look at pushing
idea right
behind
there.
there.
I would have liked to have seen a little more dexterity in that pass. Look behind you and pass
Right.
to your teammate. All right, take your time. Settle at the top. Right now, the captain of the team should be telling his teammates to settle down, using the hand motion to settle down. But he's the one driving, and he's going to take another shot.
Yep.
That's not the shot. That's never going to be the shot when the whole team is when the whole defense is looking
Yep.
at you. He's tired too. You can see it, and they know it. But he's a strong player, so his teammates are sharing it with him readily. Which means that he's the team leader, which means he has to be that guy that's settling him down. That's his job.
So we're not seeing a lot of motion here. Again, off-ball motion for Lincoln. I think is really what's creating good opportunities for the Erskine defenses. It's good ride right there by Will, and just keeping on.
Here we go. Collapse. Defense needs to collapse down now.
Yeah. So again, I think Lincoln needs to be a little more aggressive here on defense. Again, need the ball back. There we go. See, that's
There we go.
all day long.
Just like that.
Right.
You said it, and they did it.
And that's,
It's as though they heard you, Coach. Oh, that's out of bounds.
That's out. All right, that's our ball.
Yep, that's right.
So again, my advice to Sol here would be looking around the field, right? Know where you're going before you
the
step
attack
on.
man needs to come up opposite.
Yeah.
And you got the rider. All right, that was a good
So we
pass.
we got the whole middle of the field here clogged up with blue players. We need to draw our attackmen further deep there to pull those guys out.
Right now, for all intents and purposes, I'm impressed with the Lincoln defensive players. They are seeing the field.
Yeah. No, they'll do it.
They're tired, but they're seeing the field. They see each other, and they're making really pretty good passes. Not always handled perfectly, but they're
making good decisions.
They're
Yeah,
making
agreed.
mostly, I would say, 89% good decisions.
Okay. Got to come up white here. Getting that raking with the ball, right?
Well, no, I think
I guess that might be okay. He was a long pole there. I didn't see that he had his long
it's
pole
either that
there.
or he's going to have to
Yeah.
clear out.
No, in that case, I'll give that one to Adam. Absolutely.
He got the ball.
Yeah.
So success
Well,
tells part of the story
Exactly.
right there. Now, right there, that loss, losing that ball, that's ball handling right there. And every single player, it behooves every single player to get better at ball handling, so that they don't drop it as often.
See, again, this trying to dodge in the defensive half of the field, turn and pass it. That's what we need.
Well, he saw that.
That was good. He did get it. See, he said maybe we should
now
get.
he's going to shoot. Yeah, see.
We got backup though.
Well, he had backup, but he shouldn't shoot. The only time you shoot in a situation like that is when you have busted it open and you have all the momentum.
Right.
Occasionally it's okay.
Right.
But when you got players standing around open and the defense is focused on you, it's better to pass it. When in doubt, pass it. But he wants to score. If he wants to be a scorer, he needs to have a shorter stick.
All right, we're down to the last minute here in the fourth quarter. Lincoln's down 9-2 against the Erskine Eagles.
We got a double eagle here today, don't we?
We do. I think with all these Osprey flowing around, I think we should change the Lincoln's name to
Yeah,
Eagles. I think there's 4 or 5 Eagles teams we play this year. It's
At one time we were thinking of combining the Boothbay team, who are the
Oh, it was a good check finally, but
the
defense.
Boothbay team were the Seahawks, right?
Yep.
And the Lincoln team was the Eagles, and we were going to call them the Seagulls.
The Seagulls. There you go. Some good
right.
stick work there by Drew. Again,
At this point in the game, if the defenseman is shooting it, I'm going to say, let it do what you got to do, because right now it's if you can get a little glory at the end here, do it.
oh, it was a good feed and run.
Oh, that's a good shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was good feed up top, and to your point, he had the momentum.
So he had the momentum. So he likes to be a scorer.
Yeah.
As a coach, I'd be looking for where he's most effective.
He's most effective as at LSM. His stick skills are
Fine.
good. Yeah.
But we have our good friend
Yeah.
Stevie Bornick.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a high scorer with a long pole. He can be that guy.
He could.
But you have to set him up and help him do
Exactly. Well, just like we just saw, and he needs to understand the give and go.
it. Dang.
Don't like those. Jeez.
All right.
No time left.
And they're going to count it. Dang. All right. Bad luck.
All right. Well, that wraps up the game here from Lincoln Academy. Eagles go down. Let's see. They're going to be find my list here. Lincoln goes down to 5-6 in the season. That brings Erskine up to 7-4 for the season. What do you think, George?
I think that it was really great to see how far they've come. When I think of this Lincoln Academy team compared to the team that we first started years ago, these guys have such a high level of skill and commitment to the game. I've made a lot of comments about seeing the field and things like that. Of course, I always want the game to improve, but these guys are seeing the field,
Yep.
and there is a fair amount of game intelligence here. All of it is potential for being developed. It's a strong team. These kids are aware and they're ready to learn and do what they need to do to win. I think cranking them up with that desire to win a little bit more around some of those loose balls would help a lot.
Yep.
But I think they'll find that. They'll find it in themselves and be ready whether this year or next year.
Yeah, young defense this year too is what we're seeing. So a lot of these kids are either first year or second year coming up and taking the reins. So it's to your point, younger team to build on and the program to build on. So it's so much appreciated for all the history of Lincoln, George, and your efforts. Yeah. And a big thank you to LCTV this afternoon for having us comment on the game a little bit and share a little bit more about Lincoln Lacrosse. So shake your hand, George.
Thanks very much.
Have a good one.
All right, cheers.
All right, bye now.
All right, bye now.
Savings Bank has been investing in the communities in which we work and live since 1852. Supporting our neighbors through corporate funding, grant-making, volunteerism, and creative community partnerships is one of our core values. Bangor Savings Bank, where you matter more.
Main Street Grocery. With great weekly deals and great customer service, they've got you with all your shopping needs. Main Street Grocery. Dead River Company does it all, providing 24-hour services and equipment installations, delivering on a promise. When you team with Hammond Lumber for a project, they're there for you. With 22 locations and over 900 employees, Hammond Lumber is here for what you want, where you want it, and when you need it. Hager Enterprises, a paving and excavation contractor specializing in all sorts of site work, utility installations, and road construction since 1987. With thousands of selected products, Coastal Locker Room is your one-stop shop for promotional products and business gifts. Coastal Locker Room. They are the heating, cooling, plumbing, and generating problem-solving pros. Mid-Coast Energy Systems.
Been a production of LCTV Sports. Thank you to all our sponsors and fans. We hope you've enjoyed